Well, if you're looking to change up your look, whether that be adding length or maybe a little volume, there's a great option here. I'm hanging out with Carmen Herges, extension specialist, sponsoring our segment today. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so the last time we were with you, before we get into all the extension fun, you've had some changes. Tell me a little bit about what's happening now with you.
So now I'm at a new space, which is super exciting. I'm at Revolve in Mahomet. What's really cool is that it's a business of other businesses. So we're all independent artists here. So I get to kind of pick what I get to choose to do as a service, which is awesome.
And still providing the same great services that you did before. But today we're focusing on something you specialize in, which are extensions. Not all created equal, no.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So there are so many different methods that I offer. Today we're focusing on fusions. Why I like them the most is that they're the most customizable for fine hair especially. So a lot of times when we see extensions, it's tons of long, thick mermaid hair, which is great, but if your natural biological hair can't support that, it's not always the best option to have like a beaded row or something that is really popular right now. So fusions are much smaller.
So being smaller, that sounds like a benefit, but why else would someone choose fusions over maybe like the tape-ins or the hand tieds or the halo even? Why go the fusion route?
Most of my guests that have fusions, they really like them because they're super low maintenance. So they can stay in for up to about 5 months with proper care, obviously, meaning that you're in the salon for a lot less often maintenance, which is super huge if you're really busy in life. So instead of giving them every like 8-week maintenance, you have that like almost twice a year maintenance where you have long, thicker, fuller hair for a longer time. So you don't have to worry about getting it done as much.
Okay, well, I think I'm up for a little, little change, maybe a little more volume, maybe a little length. We'll see here. So maybe we should get started.
Yes, you'll love them.
Okay. Okay, so we're all caped up, ready to get the fusions started. So kind of walk me through the process. What is going to be happening here?
So this little guy, this is our fusion keratin extension. The way this works is that there is keratin right here that I'll heat kind of with like a mini flat iron. It doesn't even really get as hot as a standard flat iron, so the heat damage isn't really a thing. But the way it works is this gets warm enough that I can then fold it around your hair, which keeps your hair protected inside of the bond.
So when you are consulting with people who are thinking about doing extensions, how do you determine which extensions are right for the person?
Like which method?
Yeah.
Yeah, so really it depends on their lifestyle, how hard you are on your hair. Fusions are, in my opinion, the most durable because they're all individual strands. If you lose one, it doesn't really matter. If you have a row or like a tape-in, if you have one side fall out, you kind of have to redo the whole thing. So fusions, there's less of that risk of losing all of it. If you lose one, it's not a big deal, and most people don't lose any.
How many do you think we need?
So for you, since we're just filling in the sides of your face, we're going to do about 20, which is very standard for the front panels is what we call them. And then if you were doing a full set, it can be up to 120. Anything more than that, we would do a different method because it's a lot of pieces to worry about.
Okay, so walk us through the process. We've got our cape on, you've kind of sectioned some hair. Yeah. Are we ready to get started?
Yeah, so what you'll feel on your scalp is a kind of just a little plastic disc. What this will do is it will block the heat from your scalp, so I'm not burning you, of course. It also keeps away any of the flyaways, so that way there's no risk of crosshairs, which can cause a lot of discomfort and cause a lot of scalp disorders in general, too. So what you'll see is I'm gonna place this underneath. I'm gonna use my machine to heat it, fold it around, and we're just gonna do that 20 times. It's honestly really fast. It only takes about 15 minutes for front panels.
Okay, let's do it.
Perfect. Maybe tilt your head towards me a little bit. Kind of tilt your head towards me. Yep, perfect. Sorry.
Okay, we're all done. Let's remind everybody kind of like what you did and how many you added.
So we added 20 pieces, about 10 on each side. What they do is fill in the front, so it's the perfect way to kind of dip your toe into extensions, especially since it'll last you 5 months.
Now, you obviously do my hair, so you knew what color and all of that. So when someone comes in for their consultation, when do you do all the color matching and all of that?
So I have a pretty broad variety of colors available to my disposal. However, if their color doesn't match exactly to it, I will custom color it. At the consultation, we'll kind of match up and see what colors are the closest to them and go from there on if we need it. At that point, then we kind of set up what the next step is of getting them installed. Usually it can get set up within about a week of the consultation.
Oh, wow. Okay, and you mentioned these can last nearly 5 months, but in order to get that longevity out of them, let's talk maintenance. So what do I need to do now once I get home and out of the salon?
Yeah, so really the biggest thing you cannot do is go to bed with wet hair. After that, everything is pretty much self-explanatory. So that just means you have to blow dry your hair as soon as you wash it and wear your hair in a ponytail when you go to bed. But besides that, there's nothing really you can't do. Just avoiding really high heat tools at the scalp of your hair, which most people don't do that anyway.
Okay, but you can wash it the same, curl it the same, everything's the same as if because it is real hair.
Yeah, so real 100% ethically sourced, meaning that the people who are selling their hair, they know where it's going to. And then it's 100% Remy hair, so it means it's the highest quality. You still want to use heat protectant on it, but besides that, it's just like normal hair.
Okay, and if people are maybe considering adding a little volume, adding a little length, we're celebrating a birthday with a big promotion going on. What's happening in August?
So August is my birthday month, so to celebrate any extension install, whether it be toppers, fusions, or hand tied or rows, you do receive a gift with it. So that gift includes some home care, so like your shampoo, conditioner, and some products, and then also some tools like brushes and other little goodies.
Well, very fun. Well, happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to everyone celebrating. So, okay, let's remind everybody where you're located if they want to get in on this action.
So Revolve Salon in Mahomet, Illinois.
Okay, and we'll have all of that contact information, the address, your phone number at our website after today's show. Carmen, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your hair.
Oh, I love it. All right, if you want to learn more a little bit about Carmen and the services that she provides here in Mahomet, we will connect you with her, who we do appreciate sponsoring our segment today, after today's show at ciLiving.tv.